Why do I have to say goodbye to that Magi, man? It's no. Kingdom of Magic, the last episode has finally aired, and I'm sad. Like, such an amazing adaptation, completely destroys Labyrinth of Magic, and I just had so much fucking fun. And this episode just had the feels. It had crazy action. It had some fucking great closure. A possible season 3 in the works, and then also as well, read the fucking manga already now. Like, it's just crazy that you guys just don't get on this. We're like 20 chapters apart from like the anime and the manga now. So let me just start. Everyone's like done. Everyone's tired. We can't do nothing. And Scheherazade sacrifices herself to replenish all of their Magi. And I just like it's like in the opening with all the snowflakes that goes all on them. And it's like they do 13 extreme magic. You got Alibaba, Kome, Kohai, Hakue, like you got Koen, like Sinbad, all of them are there making this serious like 13 like triangle thing, and it's like, okay, Sinbad is in the middle of it and he goes Psyche, and he just stabs it and stabs fucking father, and it's like this still isn't enough to take the guy down. It's like, and like freaking Gyoko, and it's like just loving it, saying like, you think 13 people can take on fire? Back in the Isles Island, it took 72 people to kill him. And it's like, they're not even on this level right now. Even Sinbad, even Cohen, like, even everyone right now that they've gathered is still not enough. And then as well, to make matters worse, Hakuliu and Jadal have arrived on the scene as well. It's like, oh, just shit was going down in this episode. But then Father starts hesitating. A single bit of white rook is inside Father's body that is stopping him hesitating, and it's like Aladdin is like, I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna save Mogami. And he's like using Solomon's wisdom with Yamaraya, because we find out it's like Yamaraya is actually Mogami's adopted daughter. Like we find out, and we found out some really interesting stuff about Yamaraya as well in this episode, that apparently she was actually a princess on the Mustashim Empire. If you don't remember the Mustashim, they're the ones who also bring out Dunya, and pretty much find out that she was a princess. And back in her time, if he was a magician, that's just crazy. What the fuck are you gonna do there? And although he did kidnap her and keep this a secret from her, this is all from the right reason, because she was literally now about to be killed just then. It's find out that she was a magician. And that was some really sad feels that we had to that. And also as well, it's like he doesn't want to leave because of all the people. Yeah, he changed his ways, he's saying I'm like that, but he is taking action for what he has done. He's saying, you know what, I can't leave here because look at all these people around me in depravity. And he asked Aladdin's one last favour. Can you try and find out a way to turn out Black Rook into White Rook? Now, this is something that's going to be interesting, that if they can possibly do this later on in the series. And yes, there is the Labyrinth of Magic sort of stuff like that, but that's filler, so we're not going to, count that stuff right now. And I just love Mogami's speech saying, no matter what, if a person is 100 times or 400 times stronger than you, doesn't make him better than you are. And treat everyone like, he's asking that you treat everyone the same. That's his last wisdom, like Magnostar, I want you to treat everyone the same, regardless if you're a guy, if you're a magician, if you're a leader. And just seeing that when he was giving that speech, and then you just see Sinbad and Cohen looking there, and these guys are on, so especially Sinbad as well. Sinbad is on this freaking crazy level, and it's like, he doesn't make you better than just a regular goy. He's pretty much saying, you're no different from fucking Manga, Sinbad. So things that, although Sinbad, you're fucking badass. It's like, but that also shows as well that, maybe Sinbad as well is a little bit iffy with that, because, how freaking ridiculously crazy strong with it. And then finding out that Titus, he had to leave because he was the one that, stopping Mogami, and then he just leaves and he just drops you another bombshell, and you meet Ugo again, and it's like, oh, at the Sacred Palace, no less. And it's like, whilst that's happening, he was talking to him, so, you see, Scheherazade there, and she was actually saying, oh, so you want this kid to take it? Since Scheherazade actually had one of her clones backed up for when she wanted to transfer her body again, and this thing, Magis don't die, they just sort of move on to another host. And that was just really fucking interesting to see that. And you see, Shahrazade's body revives, and it's like, it's actually Titus, and that's how the anime ends. It's like, oh, that's just some dope shit like that. You see as well, Cohen and Sinbad having it looked like they was now about to have a punch up, but he's like, alright, you can have fucking Manga Star. I'm taking the kid though with me. So he like got freaking like Aladdin in his arms saying, you're gonna tell me everything I want, right? It's like, that was some hilarious shit. I fucking loved that. Like, definitely added like a lot of elements of comedy in this episode as well. Which I just loved that Magi was combining action, comedy, sadness. It had everything in a nice fucking package. And just seeing the ending with Tyus, you know, in his new clone body return, you know, that is some freaking dope shit and all that. And then just how it ends with a little bit of the dark ending with Jadal absorbing all the Black Rook from Father. And it's like, it was a dark and a happy ending because you're saying like, oh, let's go Hakuryu. And Hakuryu, you've seen that he's got Black Rook, so he's fallen into depravity as well. And he even said like, I can't, I'm sorry, but I'm not on the same side as you anymore, Alibaba, Aladdin, Morgiana. And just, that was just a very interesting ending when you see like all of them, yeah, they're all smiling, all happy, and that's something Magi does. And it's just like, mixture of darkness and just happiness, and it's like, please, like, all I'm saying is like, for you guys in that, read the manga. The manga ends, like, right now, we finished chapter 198. Read 199, 200, 201, 202, all the way right now to chapter 220. 220 just came out now as this video is being recorded. Read that shit and catch up because it's Magi. Magi is fucking dope. Magi is God. Magi is fucking fantastic. It's just a really enjoyable, great fucking series. And it's just like, I have so much fun with this series. It was something that I've always wanted to see, you know, every like Sunday that it came on. And it's like, yes, well, we did have some problems with, like, I guess, with the little pirate stuff. And yes, as well, with Crunchyroll, not Magi's fault, but Crunchyroll as well, fucking up with the times and all that. So, yeah, it's been delayed here and there and there. But regardless of that, it's a very fun experience to Magi. And I love it. And I got to say, this is probably one of my favorite animes that I've watched. Just because of just all the elements that it has, all of the craziness. Animation looks beautiful. The characters, a great series, and I'd really highly recommend this. Like, please, guys, if you are anime fan, you do like Magi, just read the manga right now because all I'm saying is Magi, the origins of magic. That is the next one we need. And with that, I'm going to leave this video at that. So thank you very much for watching 6 months, you know, out of the year of doing Magi anime reviews. So if you want to like see any more Magi, then I will keep doing the chapter reviews, and I'll probably leave a link down below for them. But that's all of me. So thank you very much for watching as always, and remember, I'll see you guys